Hey guys, it's Royce. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to install an Outsert. To some of us it may seem like an obvious thing. Clean the arrow up, glue the Outsert, but for some of us, not that obvious. So I wanted to make a little video to show you guys the way that I do it. They've held up very good for me over a pretty long time, the way that I glue them. So let's get our materials set up and we'll run you through how you can put on an Outsert and make sure it's going to stay for a long time. So here are all the things that I use when I'm gluing inserts on an arrow. A couple of these things are obvious and necessary. A couple of these things are unnecessary but definitely help in the end result that you'll get. So in this instance we have an Outsert, an arrow. These are 250 spine X impacts with the corresponding Outsert. These are from Black Eagle. We're going to need some sort of glue. I use the Instabond IR 1500. It's just like a black super glue. It works good. So far, no problems. You'll need a couple Q-tips. Always need the Q-tips. You will need some rubbing alcohol. This is 90%. Some steel wool or some sandpaper. This is optional. This is something that I definitely like to do. Another thing that's optional that I like is the arrow squaring device from G5. This just makes sure that everything's nice and squared up and you're going to have no issues with your arrows when they're finished. And this is an arrow spinner, another one of those optional but definitely useful things that you could have in your arsenal. And this is just a cotton gun cleaning patch. This is what I put some alcohol on to clean up the outsides of my arrows. So guys, now that we have all of our equipment here, I'm going to get zoomed in and we're going to get started on this process. Alright, so the first step here, we've got our Outsert, we've got our arrow. We're going to take that arrow and we're just going to square that end up on the G5 arrow squaring tool. So go ahead and butt that end up like so. Give it a few spins. This arrow's already been squared, so I'm just showing you the process. Make sure that's nice and squared up. Then we're going to take our sandpaper, because normally when you try to fit these together, this Outsert over the end of the arrow, it freezes up right there. We can't get it over after being cut. So we're going to take our sandpaper and we're just going to run the front of this arrow along. We don't want to take too much off, but we want to take the little burr off the edge, and also we want to scuff up that first ½ inch or so of the arrow to give the glue a little help adhering to the outside of this arrow. It's so smooth, the glue has nothing to grab onto. So we're going to rough that up a little bit. We're going to take our cotton patch here and get some alcohol on it. We're going to clean up this component. And the reason we're cleaning this first is because we're about to put this inside the Outsert and we don't want to add any more dust than we already have. So we're going to get this good and clean here. Then we're going to take and test fit this again, and we'll see it slides right on. Okay, so once you've test fitted this and made sure that it fit, we're going to go ahead and give this a cleaning. We got some alcohol on our Q-tip here, clean the inside of that. So now our components are completely clean. They fit, that's all good. This is square. These are ready to go. So we're going to move the squaring device aside, and we are going to get our arrow spinner out. Now we're going to put this Outsert onto the arrow, dry, and we're going to spin this arrow. And as you can see here, there's no wobbling in this arrow. So as we spin it, this is spinning perfectly true. So that means that we've got a good lineup for our arrow here. If this was wobbling really bad, you could continually spin the Outsert on the end of the arrow, and when you get it to where it spins good, make a little Sharpie mark here so when you glue back together, you know everything's going to go back perfect. Alright, we're almost ready to glue here. Okay, our components are clean. We've spun our arrow. Everything is just about ready to go here. Now we're going to get our glue out, and we're going to put a thin bead of glue right there. I like to put a little there. And since these outserts butt up against the end, I like to put a dot right on the end. And you don't need much glue, guys. These things stick pretty well. So I'll smear that around a little bit just for good times. Good measure, I guess is the word I was looking for. Sorry, I'm kind of focused here. Cap that glue off so it doesn't dry. And we're going to take our insert, and as we put it on the end, we give that a little twist as we push down. We twist that, and then I like to push down on the end of this arrow for about 10 seconds. And that just makes sure everything seats good. Now we're going to take our Q-tip, and we'll get this excess glue off. Just like that. Flip that over. Get a little more of that excess glue. This isn't necessary. It just helps with the aesthetics. Okay. So now, this is one ready to rock and roll outsert. So guys, as you can tell, gluing outserts is nothing to worry about. They're super easy. There's just a couple steps you can take to make it better. But I love these things. I used to be worried about outserts, and now I love them. I love these arrows. I love these outserts. They're super tough. They are easy to deal with, easy to glue on. I've never had one pull out in a bag target using this method. So, if you guys got some helpful information out of this video, please consider subscribing. Comment, let me know what you thought. Like the video if you liked it. Consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this. I'm going to be doing a video here coming up on how to fletch your arrows, as well as how to four-fletch your arrows. So if that's something you're interested in, subscribe, hit that little bell so you know when those videos come out. And if you've got any questions, go ahead and shoot me a comment or a message and ask me. I'll try and do a video on it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you. Thanks, guys. Bye.